Bryana Bongolan's courtroom statements have been described as shocking and damning, with legal analyst and former federal prosecutor Elise Adamson saying the testimony directly supports the racketeering RICO case against Sean Diddy Combs. Bryana Bongolan wasn't romantically involved with Combs, Adamson explained. That undermines the defense's narrative that this was just a toxic domestic relationship with Cassie. This was wider. Her story shows a pattern of violence and intimidation beyond romantic partners. Bongolan recounted that in 2016, Combs allegedly dangled her over a 17-story balcony, an act Adamson said clearly contributes to the prosecution's efforts to establish a corrupt enterprise under RICO statutes. Defense tries to undermine memory. About knife incident. During cross-examination, defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland challenged Bongolan's memory of an incident where she claims Combs threw a knife at Cassie Ventura. Westmoreland cited previous statements suggesting Ventura and Combs would have knife fights, which Bongolan denied remembering. Still, she stood by her account of Combs throwing a knife during one explosive confrontation at Ventura's apartment. "I was scared of Puff," Bongolan said, explaining why she never went to the police. Relationship with Ventura, drug use, and early encounters with Combs. Bongolan confirmed she first met Combs around 2016 at a dinner hosted at his home, attending as a friend of Cassie Ventura. She described Combs as cold and unwelcoming that day. She testified that she and Ventura were close friends and frequent drug users before she ever met Combs, recalling heavy use of marijuana, cocaine, ketamine, GHB, acid, and pills. At one point, Bongolan admitted, "We had a problem," when asked if she and Ventura struggled with drug use. She also confessed to selling drugs to Ventura and recalled an occasion where she gave her so many pills, it frightened her. Balcony incident, PTSD, and fallout. Bongolan detailed the alleged balcony incident, saying she was asleep on Ventura's couch with her ex-girlfriend when Combs began banging on the door. She hid her partner in a bathroom and stepped onto the balcony to appear casual. That's when Combs allegedly confronted and assaulted her. After the incident, she saw a chiropractor but didn't disclose the cause of her injuries, citing fear. A photo of her reddened, bandaged neck and back was shown to the jury, originally taken by her ex-girlfriend, as Bongolan said she couldn't airdrop the image. She also testified to lasting trauma. "Nightmares, paranoia, and screaming in my sleep." She whispered yes when asked if those symptoms started after the alleged assault. Legal action and lawsuit motivations. Bongolan said she initially hired attorney Tyrone Blackburn, who made a financial demand to Combs regarding the balcony attack. However, she later fired him, claiming he submitted incorrect information in the documents. She now seeks $10 million in damages, but insists the lawsuit is not about money. "I filed the lawsuit to seek justice for what happened to me." Alleged attempted payoff. Bongolan revealed that music producer Rob Holiday, a longtime friend and associate of Combs, FaceTimed her from Combs' Beverly Hills backyard in early 2024. According to her, Holiday said he was authorized to negotiate a settlement. A few months later, her current attorney filed the lawsuit. She is no longer in contact with Holiday. Final encounters and sobriety. She testified that her last interaction with Combs and Ventura occurred around New Year's 2018 at the One Hotel in Miami. There, she said they used ketamine for 8 hours before she left and vowed to get clean, tattooing the date on her neck as a commitment to sobriety. Though it wasn't immediate, Bongolan says she is now sober. Cassie's lawsuit and testimony consistency. Bongolan confirmed that she spoke with Ventura before and after her 2023 lawsuit against Combs. Ventura allegedly asked her to be named in the lawsuit regarding the balcony incident, but Bongolan declined. She did, however, correct some details in Ventura's filing, like the date and location. She remains friends with Ventura and stylist Deontay Nash, who also testified in the trial, but says they haven't discussed their testimonies. But the defense wasn't backing down. Combs' attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, zeroed in on what she claimed were inconsistencies in Bongolan's story. She pointed out that in Bongolan's first meeting with prosecutors, she didn't even mention that Combs had said the chilling words, "I could you." Bongolan, she responded she couldn't remember when she told the government about that threat, and it didn't stop there. Westmoreland claimed Bongolan later told the feds the incident happened at a party, not a photo shoot. Again, Bongolan said she didn't remember saying that either. Then came the biggest twist in this moment. Westmoreland pulled up a demand letter from Bongolan's first lawyer. It said Combs made the death threat while she was dangling over a balcony. Bongolan fired back. Those weren't my words. She clarified that the death threat and the balcony incident were two separate moments, and she even testified that she ended up firing that attorney. Why? She felt her story was being twisted. We're on week 4 of the trial of Sean Diddy Combs, and so far, the jury has heard from 26 witnesses, including Cassie Ventura, the prosecution's star witness who testified for multiple days about the abuse she said she endured during her relationship with Combs. Jury is dismissed for today, as defense attorney says Bongolan cross-examination will need up to an hour more. The jury has been dismissed for the day. Defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland said she likely has 30 minutes to an hour left in her cross-examination. Here's a look at who else has taken the stand so far. Israel Flores, a security officer at the Intercontinental Hotel during Combs' March 2016 assault on Ventura Daniel Phillip, a male review manager who said he was paid toe-slept with Ventura, Yassine Binda, a Homeland Security Investigations special agent who participated in a raid on Combs' New York City hotel room, Don Richard, a former member of Danity Kane, a musical group formed by Combs. Carey Morgan, Ventura's former best friend, who said they had a falling out after Combs assaulted her, David James, one of Combs' former assistants, Regina Ventura, Cassie Ventura's mother, Sheree Hayes, a male exotic dancer who testified he had multiple sexual encounters with Combs and Ventura, Gerard Gannon, a Homeland Security Investigations special agent who oversaw the search at Combs' Miami Beach home, Don Hughes, a forensic psychologist and expert witness, George Kaplan, one of Combs' former assistants, Kid Cudi, the rapper who had a brief relationship with Ventura, Mila Morales, a makeup artist who worked with Combs and Ventura, Frederick Zemmour, the general manager of the L'Ermitage Hotel in Beverly Hills, California, who testified about Combs' stays, Joshua Croft, a computer forensics agent with Homeland Security Investigations, who said he extracted data from Ventura's laptops, Capricorn, Clark, a former director of marketing for Combs who testified about the control Combs had over Ventura's life, Los Angeles Police Department officer Christopher Ignacio, who responded to Kid Cudi's home the morning Combs allegedly trespassed, in December 2011, Los Angeles fire arson investigator Lance Jimenez, who responded to Kid Cudi's home on January 9, 2012, to investigate the fire set to the rappers Portia Deonte Nash, a celebrity stylist who said he began working with Combs and Ventura around 2008 and stopped working for Combs around 2018. A witness identified as Mia, a former assistant to Combs. She testified that the rapper physically and sexually assaulted her. Sylvia Oken, area director of sales and marketing at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Eddie Garcia, who was a security officer at the Intercontinental Hotel in March 2016. Derek Ferguson, former head of finance for Combs Companies. Frank Piazza, a forensic audio and video editor. Bryana Bongolan, longtime friend of Ventura.